Hey everybody, today I want to talk to you about my impression of Iloilo. Jan and I went up there, and when we got off the ferry in Iloilo, my first impression was not that great. It was flat, had fish ponds as we were driving towards the city, crab ponds, not a lot of places to stop, a few gas stations. But what I found out was we were 45 minutes outside the city. We were up northeast of the city, and it took about a half hour, 45 minutes to get into Iloilo. And it was nighttime. And Jan and I sort of got lost. We ended up in Iloilo proper. The roads were sort of narrow. They were crowded, full of college students, young professionals. It was dinner time. They were all getting things to eat. Cabs and trikes were parked on the side of the road, waiting for the customers to finish eating so they could take people places. It was very crowded, and it was very congested, and we were lost. And being lost comes frustration, and that comes from any city that you go to when you first arrive into a new city. Same thing happened to us in Cebu when we first arrived there. We were lost because we didn't know where we were going. We would go the wrong way on a one-way, had to do a lot of U-turns, and it's frustrating until you get familiar with the city. We made our way to James, Texas Filipino, and I want to do a quick shout out to James, Mel, Dave, and our friend Scott for all their help and information that I got from them. The next day, James, Texas Filipino, he wanted to tour us the city. So we got in his truck and he drove into Iloilo and he showed us around. But the following day in the morning, Janet and I decided we were going to go check out Iloilo ourselves. And we drove in and we were surprised what we found. We found very wide roads. We found very friendly people. We went to Haro and stopped at the plaza there. And the people there are very friendly. They're all walking around the plaza. They're having coffee. They're doing Zumba. They're walking and jogging and exercising and sitting and talking. And this is early in the morning, very friendly, but very clean. What I found was the roads were very clean and very wide. That little section of downtown where we got lost in Iloilo proper does not show the vastness of the city. That's just one little area. But once you got out into the city itself, into the newer developed areas, it is vastly improved road-wise. Very wide roads. A lot of traffic control. They have roundabouts, they have red lights, they have traffic enforcement officers, and everybody seemed to be abiding the rules of the road. Not like in Dumaguete or in Cebu where it's a controlled chaos. There was more traffic controlled and much more easy to navigate around. Everybody always asks me, Mike, how is the health care? That seems to be the #1 question for expats coming to the Philippines when they choose a place to live. Iloilo solves that problem. St. Paul's is a top-notch hospital. They're the first hospital that can do kidney transplants in the Philippines outside of Metro Manila. Top doctors. It's also a top university for medical students and nurses. So many nurses graduate here and are wanted all over the world. They go to the U.S. to work, to Canada, the U.K., and hopefully some stay in the Philippines and help out at home. And the medical staff, from everybody I've talked to, has been top-notch for all their medical visits. Iloilo Doctors Hospital and Medical City, Iloilo. 3 good hospitals. There's also HealthWay Hospital, which is a good hospital. And we stopped by HealthWay and took a look at it from the outside, and I'll show you that video. This is one of the many hospitals in Iloilo. It's HealthWay. It has a pharmacy down below and an emergency room. The healthcare system here in Iloilo, all the expats I'm talking to say there are many good hospitals here. So if healthcare is one of your main concerns, looks like Iloilo will have what you need.
HealthWay Hospital here in Iloilo. You can see they take Phil Health, your partner in health, and they have a 24/7 emergency room here.
If I was a young professional, I would love to live in Iloilo. I think the city's full of young people, professional people. I'm talking about the Filipinos. They're either students and young professionals. It's an older city that's being built new. They have lots and lots of construction going on. The river is beautiful. The Esplanade is beautiful. The West Diversion Road, 8 lanes, 4 lanes in each direction, and a park bicycle component to it in the center where people go biking and walking. It's just beautiful the way the city is being built and developed. It has a lot of old world flavor. You know, it's been around since the 1600s. There's a lot of Spanish influence here, and there's a lot of old money. This is a very wealthy area, and there's a lot of wealthy Filipinos that live here. And the things to do, leisure activity, so much leisure activity to do here. People ask me about fishing. Every day we saw people fishing in the river here off the Esplanade. And they were catching fish, which is amazing. I see people fishing here in Dumaguete and never catch anything. But they were catching fish, they were catching tilapia, and also catching crabs in the river. So if you're a fisherman and you enjoy throwing a line out and enjoying the day, that's something you can do here. If you're a bicycle enthusiast and you like bike riding, this seems to be the bike riding capital of the Philippines. It's just a beautiful place to bike ride. Our friend Scott, who is a bike rider and loves riding his bike, they travel an hour plus out of the city along the Esplanade, along trails, and go up into the mountains and ride the dirt trails and the pits and just enjoy the day out bike riding. Many bike clubs. And for those of you who like boating, you know, there's a boat club here. They don't have a yacht club, they have a boat club. I don't know about sailboats here because the bridges are pretty low, but if you have a boat and you like, boating in the river or just into the ocean when the water's calm, it's a great place to be, great place to be. As I was doing my research on Iloilo, I came across this, and I want to read it to you. I want to live in a place where you're free from the worry, a simple private life in a wonderful city. I don't have to spend much either. A stroll on the Esplanade with relaxing coffee is but more than enough. A city of love, Iloilo. Restaurants, full of great restaurants. Everywhere you look, and I'm not talking about just inside the mall, as in Cebu, that they're just inside the mall. They're everywhere. They're freestanding buildings. They have little plazas with different types of restaurants, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Italian. You can find anything you want, and also the price range of anything you want. And the cost of living there, I'm just going to base it on housing. Our friend got a studio condo right next to SM Mall, right off the Esplanade, for 25,000 pesos a month. And that's a 25 square meter condo, furnished. And we also met a couple guys who live a little bit out of the city. Now there's a lot of what we call gated communities, subdivisions, where you can rent a house in the city, and it's a little pricey. But if you get a half hour, 45 minutes out of the city, you can find these subdivisions with houses that you can rent, furnished, partly furnished. A couple guys, they were down in the 200s. $250 a month. One guy was 17,000 pesos a month. How about the infrastructure? How about the brownouts, the blackouts, and the Wi-Fi? We did not run into any kind of blackout or brownout. The Wi-Fi was good wherever we went. If we used the store's Wi-Fi or restaurant's Wi-Fi, or where we were staying, we used their Wi-Fi, and it was good all the time. Do I think it's a place for a single guy to go to and enjoy the single life? Not so much. I think Cebu is a lot better for that single life. If you're in the dating game and you're a playboy and you want to experience different women to date, and just still your wild oats, you're still exploring to find the right person in your life, Iloilo might not be the perfect place for you. There is a nightlife there. There are bars. There are places to go. But it's a little bit different. It's a little bit more controlled atmosphere. It's, like I said, it's a younger crowd because of the universities and the young professionals that live there that I saw. A couple of guys I talked to about their dating life there. Well, how are they meeting people? They're meeting girls from friends. They make a friend, an expat friend. His girlfriend or his wife says, "Oh, I have a single friend," and they go on a date. That seems to be the way to meet a girl there. Most guys who come there are settling down for their life. They're sort of done with everything, and they're looking for a peaceful retirement life in an urban setting, in an urban environment. And that would be Iloilo. You want a little bit of the city life along with retired family life. You'll find that in Iloilo. Where Dumaguete won't give you that urban life. Dumaguete is just a sleepy retirement community for expats. It's not really similar to Cebu, which is much more engaged in the nightlife. The social in Ayala Mall is open to 2 in the morning. A lot of guys go there for their cocktails and their drinks. The girls know to walk by the social to see the guys, and the guys know they can hang out at the social and meet girls. It's just a different vibe altogether. Neither one's right or wrong. It's just what you're looking for. And I think if you're settling down with somebody, Iloilo is a good place to go. And as I said, the cost of housing depends what you want. Our friend who is staying in a condo close to SM Mall, he's found a church. He's a man of faith, and he found the church that's perfect for him. It checks all his boxes on things he wants to accomplish and what he wants from a church. He's also found the Esplanade, which is what he wants. He wants to be able to walk in the morning. He wants to be able to go for a bike ride. He wants to enjoy outside activities, go to different restaurants and enjoy his life. And he's found all this. And then we met other guys who live outside of town, who are married or have a permanent girlfriend, and they are so happy with their life. Living in Iloilo. Like I said, it's a combination of both. You get the quiet, peaceful life of being in a relationship somewhere and just enjoying your life, but the ability to take a ride into town and enjoy that urban setting and not have to take, like I have to do, a 5-hour ride up to Cebu to enjoy a Burger King or something else. Iloilo has everything. You can check the bells and whistles. It has the Burger King, McDonald's, KFC. It has everything. It has so many different types of restaurants. And again, it's an older city with museums and the culture and the history. It's from the 1600s, a lot of these things. And it's a modern vibe to it, though. There's a modern feel to it with Mega World and all these new buildings that are going up and new condos that are being built. It's a city on the go, and it's a green city. It is so clean. I haven't seen any place so clean. You go to the rivers in Cebu, even the river here in Dumaguete, they're dirty, full of trash. The water, I wouldn't touch the water, and you go to that river in Iloilo, it is clean. The Esplanade, those sidewalks, they're all clean and wide, and trash bins and people cleaning all the time. The city is called, it's a green city. Everything they're doing, they're trying to improve their carbon footprint, and it's a city of love. Iloilo is the city of love. Dumaguete is the city of gentle people. Every city has a nickname. But you feel that in the city. Janet and I never felt out of place, no matter where we went in Iloilo. The language, guys, this is the one thing I'm going to warn you about, Ilonggo. If your girlfriend is Visayan and you take her there, she might have trouble with the language. Janet did. When we talked to security guards or we talked to get directions, it became an issue that she couldn't understand them. And there's no way I could understand. We were lucky to find a couple of people that spoke English when we were asking these questions. And granted, we didn't stop and talk to a lot of people. We talked mostly to expats and to get a feel of the vibe of the city. But the few security guards we talked to, a few of the guards at the port of entry and at the mall and in Mega World, they spoke English, but talking Visayan wasn't there. Like I said, they speak a different language. So careful with taking a girlfriend there who doesn't know Ilongo. She might be uncomfortable. Jana was uncomfortable at times up there. But again, James and Mel, they made her feel welcome, and we had a great time visiting them. Again, thanks to Texas Filipino for his help and his time there. So let's talk about the leisure activities. Let's talk about this Esplanade. Though we were there, they were doing a mega walk. You know, it was a marathon walk. Thousands of people here, and the police everywhere protecting them, controlling the traffic. So traffic didn't get snarled, and the people didn't get hurt. And it was a friendly thing. People were waving. You know, they were waving at us on the motorbike, and they were smiling and enjoying their activity. And they have so many different activities in Iloilo all the time. They have this large amphitheater near the port on the river there, which I'm sure they do different kinds of activities around there. If you just like to walk and get a cup of coffee, it's the perfect place. There's so many restaurants and coffee shops and just different businesses that back up to the Esplanade. We sat in one restaurant and we were able to look out the window and see people fishing and walking on the Esplanade. And it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. It's something I never imagined I would see here in the Philippines. It's something more I would imagine seeing in Central Park or in San Antonio, the Riverwalk, something of this nature. The urban setting is how I'm going to describe it. It's a nice, it's almost like Dumaguete on steroids is a good way for me to call it. You can have a good retirement there, but you have the urban life there where you want to go and have a nice meal. You want to go shopping somewhere. Everything you want, you can find there. You know, you don't have to travel far if you live there, because they have the large stores, they have the large malls, furniture stores. Everything you need is there. They have motorcycle shops, and you can buy any type of motorcycle you want. Big Harley down to, you know, small 110 Honda Beat. You can get whatever you want there. And the cars, so many people have cars and trucks, so nice. And they're Filipinos. This is, as somebody explained to me, old money here in this city. And so many wealthy Filipinos, because their family's been around so long, they're just wealthy. And so you're not going to be financially dominant to these people. You're not going to show your wealth to them and have them cater to your needs. They have their wealth already. You're going to need to fit in to their life and their lifestyle to get along there. And it's easy to get along. You mind your own business, you smile, and enjoy your life. And, you know, just let people enjoy their life and do what they want. I didn't see any red light district, if anybody's thinking of that. I didn't see any kind of red light district, and the information I got back was there is none. So, guys, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about this. My final thoughts: would I live in Iloilo? Would Jan and I live in Iloilo? No, because one, Dumaguete's our home. Two, it's too far from her family. And three, I find it too expensive property-wise to buy property up there. It's not too expensive to live, but for me and Janet, we're sort of settled into our life here in Dumaguete. I wouldn't live there. A lot of people would. I can see a lot of people going up there and enjoying their life, all different ages. But especially if you enjoy the outdoors. People say there's nothing to do there outdoor-wise. Well, we're spoiled here in Dumaguete, because as soon as you get off the ferry, there's a beautiful mountain you can see right from the ocean, and you can see this beautiful mountain. Iloilo, you have to travel a little bit you can get to the mountains, and just beautiful scenery and beautiful countryside to be in. It's there, it's just a little bit farther out of town. But that river walk along the Esplanade, it was gorgeous. It's just breathtaking sometimes when I saw the size of that river and how clean it was and how beautiful it looked. But it's just not for me, but it is for somebody else. It looks like a great place to live. If you have any questions about Iloilo, leave me a question in the comments section or contact James. I'll leave a link to his YouTube channel here. Texas Filipino, what a host. Thank you so much. And that's it for today, guys, and thanks for watching.